guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriorstrade star has officially spoken out about his future with the team, and his words are sending shockwaves through the NBA. After months of uncertainty about whether he'd stay, leave, or demand a new deal, he has finally broken his silence. And let me tell you, what he said could change everything for their Warriors heading into this new season. For weeks, Warriors Nation has been holding its breath. Ever since last season ended in disappointment, there's been one big question hanging over the Bay Area. What's next for this core? Is the dynasty truly coming to an end? Or is there still another run left in the tank? Speculation around Jonathan Kuminga's contract talks, Klay Thompson's departure, and even Draymond Green's leadership stirred up so much uncertainty that fans didn't know what to believe anymore. And then came the silenced players keeping things private, front office executives avoiding major announcements. It felt like a storm was brewing. But now that silence is broken. In a new interview that's making headlines across the league, one of their Warriors' most talked about stars finally addressed the elephant in the room: his future in Golden State. His tone was direct, emotional, and most of all, brutally honest. He said, "I know there's been a lot of noise about what's going to happen with me, but Golden State is home. This is where I've grown. This is where I've learned, and this is where I still believe we can win." Those words immediately lit up social media. Within minutes, fans, analysts, and even players across the NBA were reacting. Could this really mean he's locked in for another run with Steve Curry and the Warriors? Let's dive into what this all means. Because this statement isn't just about loyalty. It's about the future direction of an entire franchise. Their Warriors have been at a crossroads all off-season. The front office has had tough decisions to make about how to balance their veteran core with the younger generation. With Kuminga's extension talks heating up and Draymond returning to full health, the team's chemistry and leadership dynamics are more critical than ever. So when a major player steps forward and reaffirms his commitment, it sends a powerful message not just internally but to the entire league. From what we've learned, this wasn't just a casual comment during a random interview. It was calculated, it was meaningful, and it was delivered at exactly the right time. Training camp is just around the corner, and the Warriors needed stability. They needed to know their stars are fully bought in. This declaration of commitment could be the emotional lift this team needed heading into a make-or-break season. Now, let's be real. Rumors have been flying for months. Some insiders suggested that frustration was boiling behind the scenes. There were whispers about disagreements over roles, contracts, and the team's future direction. We even heard that the players' camp was exploring what a move could look like if things didn't go smoothly. But all of that just got shut down. By going public, he essentially told everyone, "I'm here. I'm locked in and I'm not done chasing championships." If you look closely, the timing of this makes perfect sense. Their Warriors have been quietly working on reshaping their identity. With new coaching adjustments, veteran additions like Al Horford being lined up, and young players expected to take bigger steps, the message from the top has been clear: Golden State isn't ready to rebuild. They're reloading. And for that plan to work, they need buy-in from every key piece of their rotation. Fans have been wondering all summer, how much longer can Stephen Curry keep playing at this level? Can Draymond still anchor the defense? Can Kuminga finally become the two-way star everyone believes he can be? And most importantly, can the Warriors find that magic again that made them so unstoppable? Well, now that one of their stars has come forward and spoken up, it looks like the locker room is uniting again around one goal: getting back to the top. The reaction from teammates has reportedly been overwhelmingly positive. Sources close to the team say players were encouraged by the statement, seeing it as a sign of renewed commitment and focus. Even coach Steve Kerr was said to be thrilled to hear it, as it eliminates a huge distraction heading into camp. The team can now concentrate on basketball, on improving, building chemistry, and finding that killer instinct that defines championship teams. But let's not gloss over what makes this moment so important. This isn't just a simple "I'm staying" message. It's a response to everything the Warriors have been through the past few seasons. The highs of winning titles, the lows of injuries, the departures of key players, and the criticism that maybe the dynasty was done. This star's decision to publicly double down on his commitment is a reminder that this group still believes in what they've built. They still think there's unfinished business. When he talked about his connection to the Bay, he got personal. He said, "I've grown up here. I came into this league a kid who didn't know what it meant to win. Their Warriors taught me what it takes to be great. I owe this organization and these fans a lot." That kind of reflection hits deep for fans who've watched the team evolve from underdogs to champions. It's a full circle moment, one that symbolizes loyalty in an era where loyalty in the NBA is rare. Of course, the NBA world immediately began speculating on what this means long term. Does this mean a new contract is in the works? Are the Warriors planning to lock him up for multiple years? Insiders believe that while nothing official has been signed yet, both sides are now more open to finalizing a deal. The front office reportedly views him as a crucial part of the next phase of the team's evolution, one that balances experience with youthful energy. What's also fascinating is how this statement could affect the team's chemistry. Remember, there were rumblings last year that not everyone was on the same page. At times, frustration boiled over, but this kind of public show of unity can go a long way in healing those internal rifts. When a star player steps up and says, "I'm all in," it challenges everyone else to do the same. It sets a tone of accountability. And if there's one thing Warriors fans know, it's that when this team is connected, they're dangerous. The chemistry between Steve Draymond and their supporting cast has always been their secret weapon. They don't rely on pure athleticism. They rely on trust, IQ, and unselfish basketball. Having everyone aligned mentally is just as important as talent. Now, let's talk about the fans. Warriors Nation has been through so many emotional roller coasters over the years. Championship highs, heartbreaking injuries, trade rumors, and off-court drama. So, when a beloved player finally steps forward and reaffirms his love for the franchise, it means everything. Social media exploded within minutes. Fans flooded comment sections with messages like, "Let's run it back." And this is what loyalty looks like. So now the big question is, do you believe the Warriors can rise again? Do you think this show of loyalty will unite the locker room and bring out the best version of this team? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Because one thing's for sure, their Warriors are not done making headlines, and the fire in the Bay Area is burning once again. Make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more breaking Warriors news as it happens. Because if this star's words are any indication, something special is brewing in Golden State. Once again, this isn't the end of the story. It's just the beginning.